हेलो एंड वेलकम। लो आ गए फिर लेके एक नया लिस्ट और एक खास मेहमान। त्योहारों का माहौल है, होली, ईस्टर, उगादी, नववर्षो। लेकिन जैसा आपको मालूम होगा, जब तक दवाई नहीं तब तक कोई ढिलाई नहीं। तो घर पे रहिए और सावधान रहिए, और हम जो शोज और फिल्म्स बता रहे हैं उसका मजा लेते रहिए। Fahad Fazil is known to be associated with Malayalam films that are worth talking about. Three people are stranded in an empty house on a dark, rainy night. What could be worse? They find a body in the basement. Irul will be streaming on Netflix from April 2nd. Abhishek Bachchan's The Big Bull will stream on Disney Hotstar from April 8th. स्टॉक हर्षद मेहता की जिंदगी से इंस्पायर्ड है ये कहानी। फिल्म के रिलीज से पहले लोग इसकी तुलना कर रहे हैं प्रतीक गांधी की वेब सीरीज स्कैम 1992 से।
ये जो सीक्रेट इंफॉर्मेशन इकट्ठा करके तुम मार्केट में इन्वेस्ट कर रहे हो ना, इसे इनसाइडर ट्रेडिंग कहते हैं।
तुम नहीं पियो?
पीऊंगा, जब बेस्ट क्वालिटी का मिले तब पीऊंगा।
देखो, जब हेमंत इन्वॉल्व होता है तो कुछ ना कुछ तो होता ही है, लेकिन इस बार मैं आपको बता देता हूँ, बम फटने वाला है। बम। यस।
मुझे मिसिंग पैसे के बारे में पता है, पूरे 565 crores and I'm doing a story on it. आपका स्टेटमेंट चाहिए।
रणबीर कपूर के कजिन आदार जैन को आप देखेंगे एक नए फिल्म हेलो चार्ली में, जो Amazon प्राइम पे अप्रैल 9 से अवेलेबल होगा। क्या है ये अद्भुत कहानी? लेट्स टेक अ क्विक लुक एट द ट्रेलर।
तेल में तले तो जैसे पूरियां हिले, तुनक तुन बजती कोई जो धुन, थर थर अंतर आत्मा हिले।
डॉक्टर साहब, तो ठीक तो हो जाएगा ना?
आप इनके रिश्तेदारों को बुला लीजिए। इज नो मोर
तो
आ गया।
Last but not the least, you might want to watch The Illegal, available on Amazon Prime. कैसा लगता है जब The Great American Dream collapses? I hear the Suraj Sharma starrer immigrant story is worth a watch.
Take some time off, go back to India maybe, sort out your financial things and come back when you're ready.
What's gotten into you?
Stop thinking you can save me.
We have with us a very special guest on our show. The deliciously evil Beena Tripathi in Mirzapur has been a pleasure to watch. Please welcome the bold and beautiful Rasika Dugal. First of all, congratulations on all the awesome work that you are doing, and the nominations that you have been getting. So congrats on that.
Thank you so much.
You have played such a varied, role, so many different kind of roles you have played. You are a cop in Delhi crime, you are a doctor who's being cheated on, in Out of Love. You have been a gangster's wife in Mirzapur. So tell me, once you hear a script, a plot, what is the deciding factor?
Well, it changes from time to time, honestly. It's not one set of rules that I apply to every project at every time. Because, you feel differently about what you want to experiment with as an actor at different times in your career. So it could change. But I think over the last few years, the few things that have become really important to me, besides, of course, the script and the part, is the people I'm working with. So the director and the co-actors. So the kind of, because I feel as an actor, your job is to be vulnerable. And I just want to make sure that the space that I bring that vulnerability to respects that and knows how to nurture it and knows how to work with it, you know. So that's become one of the most important things for me, and the deciding factor for me when I take on a project, or when I decide to not do it. Of course, besides that, like I said, the script, the part, and also if the part is teaching me something new, then it's exciting. If it's teaching me a new skill, for example, I've done this film called Tu Hai Mera Sunday, in which I had a very small part, but I learned sign language for that, you know. So if it's making you learn a new skill, or it's sort of tapping into something that you've never tapped into previously. So all those things are always there, but yes, the people I work with has become more and more important to me.
So to put it in the typical words, a lot of roles that you have done are bold and, beautiful. Do you think that we are finally, like as an audience, as filmmakers, finally waking up to female sexuality? Like for so long, it was always a man's needs that was important, but no one really thought. And you have used that space so well, to show how the power can be in the hands of women. And especially I remember one of those pieces where Pankaj Tripathi in Mirzapur says, "मैं तो NPA हो गया हूँ, non-performing a set." I mean, he actually feels threatened by the choices his wife is making, and that's so beautiful and so powerful. What do you have to say on that?
I think that I was very excited about the way that Beena Tripathi was written by the writers of Mirzapur. You know, there was an acknowledgement, of course, in season 1 of her as a sexual being. There is, like you rightly pointed out, between the relationship between Pankaj's character Khanna and then mine, Beena Tripathi. In the bedroom, she is the more powerful person, and actually in the house, she is the more. In that relationship, she has higher status. So, like I keep telling Pankaj ki डॉन हो गए आप मिर्जापुर के, लेकिन मिर्जापुर का असली डॉन कौन है? So yeah, she's clearly somebody who in that relationship has an upper hand, and it's very nice to see that this is the only space in which Pankaj's character becomes very vulnerable and very
ashamed almost.
Very sweet. So I think that is a very interesting relationship between them that the writers have written. And also, I think I have to give full credit to the writing for and the writers for writing a part as deliciously wicked as Beena Tripathi, you know. So and I was relieved to read that part, because I said, finally there's a woman whose sexual life is being acknowledged. So that was a relief for me. Of course, in the portrayal of women's sexuality on screen, I think we still have a long way to go, because I feel that our references have been so used. Our references always objectified women, and that's something that we are not able to overcome. So even if in our writing, and even if in our intentions, we don't mean to do that, but there's a long journey between the written word and the visual. So
what's translated on screen?
Yeah, kahin na kahin, the way it's shot, the way it's lensed, the way it's lit might not be in sync with what you wanted to do. So it's a very, very fine line. You know, what is a visual which is objectifying a woman, and what is a visual which is giving her agency. It's a very, very fine line.
Also, and I think the line between, whether it's titillation or whether it's a powerful role. I mean, how you are being projected.
Exactly that, So whether it's giving them agency and power, whether it's objectifying them, it's a very fine line. And I don't think there's one absolute truth to it. It also depends on how somebody views something. We all watch something with our own set of experiences, with our own set of conditioning, with our own set of idiosyncrasies. So every audience will, and सबका ये threshold अलग होता है. मतलब किसी को लगेगा कि नहीं, ये थोड़ा, like people would probably describe it as ये थोड़ा cheap हो गया, or somebody will say no, but wow, she actually took control. And so there will be varied responses on these things, and there's no one absolute way to do it. And I'm not saying that one way that you might choose will be will be perceived in a particular way by everybody. It cannot. And that's the beauty of storytelling, that everybody understands it differently and perceives it differently. But as filmmakers and creators, it is our job to constantly question ourselves on these things. And, constantly ask ourselves, are we sort of telling a story that we intended to tell, or are we in the visual translation of it, is the meaning of what we set out to do getting diluted or being miscommunicated?
Yeah. I want to know a little bit about your journey from Jamshedpur to one of the most sought after actors in the OTT space.
Unlike many people, many actors who I speak to or listen to, I didn't have any childhood dream of becoming an actor. In fact, the consciousness that I want to be in this career, actually, I realized it very consciously only after I was already at the film school in FTI. So even film school, I had just joined because I was interested in cinema. I had studied a paper in film for a year. I had done theatre as a Delhi University student, and Delhi University has a very vibrant theatre culture. So I was in Lady Shri Ram College, and I used to spend a lot of my
one of our competition colleges, Lady Shri Ram was. I was in Miranda. So
you were in Miranda. So you know the Delhi University culture that I'm talking about, right? Theatre is a big part of your life if you've studied in Delhi University. So I spent a lot of afternoons doing a lot of rehearsals. I was a maths student. It was very hard for me to take out time to do it, but I totally enjoyed it. I had never ever thought that this would be a career. In fact, there were so many talented people around me in LSR that I didn't have the courage to even apply to NSD, because I said, "अरे मेरे इर्द गिर्द ही कुछ 20 मुझसे ज़्यादा talent
हमसे ना हो पाएगा टाइम."
हाँ, और NSD में कुछ 10 सीट्स थी या 11 सीट्स थी. I said, ये तो मेरे बस के बाहर है. But so I didn't even apply to that. And when I came to Bombay to study at Sophia's, where I studied this very beautiful course called Social Communications Media, and I had the most wonderful teachers. I had one paper in film, which was my introduction to the magic of cinema. And I was very taken in by that. And I had heard so many lovely stories about the Film Institute. So I was very mesmerized by the idea of the Film Institute rather than wanting to act, really. And it just so happened that I was doing a job that year as a research assistant, and I opened the newspaper and FTI was restarting their acting course in 2004. So I said, "Arey wow, film school mein acting course shuru ho raha hai. So it'll be interesting." And everybody who I knew, all the well-known actors in the 70s or 60s and 70s in Indian cinema came from NSD, FTI, or sometimes even NSD and FTI, like Nasiruddin Shah and Om Puri, who did both, So the space has history. It was also the physical space that FTI is located in, was Prabhat Studios, which was one of the first studios that our country had. So I said, ये तो legacy है, history है. लोग रोज शाम को फिल्में देखते हैं, फिल्मों के बारे में बातें करते हैं, तो बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग होगा. So I actually joined the Film Institute because I thought it was a fun space, and I thought it would be fun to interact with people who came to do something creatively. I didn't really think that I wanted to be an actor for a long time, or that I wanted to be a star or anything like that. I just joined the institute because I was enthusiastic and there was curiosity about films, and because of the history of the institute. But once I was there, about 6 months into the course, I realized that this is something that I really, really like to do. So I knew then that it's going to be something that I'll do for a very long time.
So tell me something. I mean, there are a lot of, memorable parts that you have done. And this might be difficult, but if you had to choose one part, which is your favorite, I mean, you think that, okay, this is, I mean, I did everything right here. Which one would that be?
Everything right, तो हो ही नहीं
पर
सकता.
नहीं सर, मतलब ज्यादा से ज्यादा आप खुश हो उस रोल से. Let's put it that way.
I think Kissa, because also I was less critical of my work at that time. And also, it was one of my first magical experiences as a performer. So I guess I value it far more because जो पहला experience होता है वो आपको हर समय याद रहता है. When you've had that experience again, it's still very valuable, but you probably don't. It's like first love. There's something beautiful about it which you'll always remember. And I think Kissa was that for me. I don't know if you watched the film because it had released in very
Yeah,
few theaters in Bombay. It was a very independent and sort of not very accessible film as many people said about it, because it goes into a very magic realism space. But just the director and my co-actors, they were just so beautiful and so respectful and so um, uh, so wanting to take you along with them on the journey that they were on. So Irfan, Tiska, Tilotama, and the experiences that I shared with Irfan, the experiences I shared with Tilotama is something I will never forget. And Tiska and I had worked together even before Kissa. And it was just so nice to work with them in that script under Anoop's direction. And Anoop is just this magical director who just makes it possible for you to, he creates an environment in which everybody respects everybody else, and everybody's calm enough to sort of find things which kind of get lost in the humdrum of city life, and in the kind of lives that we lead. So he makes a space for you to be able to find that. And that was the first time that I experienced the possibilities of performance. And I think the most magical moment I ever had was in a scene with Irfan, which was just so, I mean, we did 8 takes of that one shot in that one scene, and every take was a different experience, and every take was different and yet magical. And I'd never experienced things like that. So I think Kissa, and the part I play is of a Punjabi tribal girl called Neeli, and that's a part which is very close to my heart.
And you talk so fondly about Irfan, and it's like a huge loss for all of us who have watched him. Would you want to share anything, any special moments that you had while filming this film? Because Kissa is an important part of your filmography, like you said. And any anecdote, any thing that you would want to share about him?
So lots of stories from Kissa. Actually, I'm struggling to think which one I should talk about. But there was this Pan Singh Tomar had released at the time when we were shooting for Kissa, and we were shooting in this small town called Baddi in Himachal. So Baddi is an industrial town, लेकिन बद्दी के आस-पास ना वो टेरेस फार्मिंग वाली villages हैं. So we were shooting especially the sequences with Neeli and Kanwar when they first meet and all of that in those villages close to Baddi. And Irfan had gone to promote Pan Singh Tomar for about 3-4 days and then come back. And the film released, and there was one small mall which had opened in Baddi. You know how in around between 2008 and 12, all small towns had these malls springing up,
emerging
where they had. So उस mall में ना दो screen का multiplex था. So they hadn't otherwise got Pan Singh Tomar there, but because Irfan was in Baddi, they acquired the film, and they said ki we'll screen it if you all come to our theater and watch it. So we went on the day Pan Singh Tomar released. All of us had chutti, and we went to watch the film. So we are entering, and वहाँ पे ना ढोल लेके लोग आए हुए थे इरफान को greet करने के लिए, and it was just so nice to see the kind of respect and adulation that he had. And I was very nervous to sit next to Irfan because I'm so much in awe of his work. It's very weird to sort of sit next to the actor you're watching on screen. And because you feel like, they might be expecting you to respond in a particular way or not. So, but it so happened that Irfan was sitting next to me, तो मैं तो अपनी सांस रोक के बैठी हुई कि I said कि अगर मुझे पसंद नहीं आई फिल्म तो मैं क्या बोलूं, अगर पसंद आई तो क्या बोलूं, समझ नहीं आता. Anyway, we watched the film and I really liked the film, and of course Irfan's performance in Pansing Tomar is it's very nice. After the film finished, all these people were there, so Irfan was with all of them, and then Tilottama, Irfan and me sat in a car and went back to the hotel. Now, I liked his performance so much, but I didn't know what to say, right? And I'm like, Irfan to knows he's the best actor the country has. I mean, he doesn't need to be told. Why does he, I mean, if I tell him कि sir मुझे आपका काम बड़ा अच्छा लगा, तो मतलब एक तरीके से it's kind of disrespectful. Because who am I to tell you about your work, right? So I didn't say anything. I kept quiet in the car. Tilottama also didn't say anything. Then when we reached the hotel and we were going to our respective rooms, Tilottama and I said, Irfan, you were just super in the film. He said, thank God, तुम लोग पूरे रास्ते तुम लोगों ने कुछ बोला ही नहीं. मैं सोच रहा था तुम लोगों को मेरी performance ही पसंद नहीं.
Wow.
Of course, now I know with years of experience that no matter how much love you've got from anywhere, you still want to know about your performance, and if people next to you not responding to it, you will feel very weird about it.
Wow, that's so nice.
तुम लोग ने कुछ बोला ही नहीं, मुझे लगा कि तुम लोगों को बहुत बुरी लगी, मैं डर रहा था तुम लोग से पूछने.
Wow, that's such a nice thing to hear about him. So you said, Rasika, that you are very critical about your work. You might not have been that much when Kissa released, but later on. So tell me something that, you get so much appreciation for the parts that you have played. If you had to sit and think about one part which you would have wanted to treat it a little differently, individually, can you think of any such part?
Yeah, there's a very beautiful film I did called Tu Hai Mera Sanjay, and I had a small part in it, but it has the most loveliest ensemble of actors, and this great director, great DOP, and a very nice slice of life, but very positive film. And that's actually a film that if you watch now, I think it's on Netflix. मतलब आपका दिल खुश हो जाएगा. You'll be smiling through the film. It's that kind of a film. It's very beautiful. And I play this girl whose husband is not with her. She's separated, and she has these two kids who are hearing impaired, and she's sort of struggling in life a little bit. छोटा कैरेक्टर है, उसको पूरे तरीके से एक्सप्लोर नहीं किया गया फिल्म में because there wasn't space for that, but memorable role, like a very sweet role. And lovely director Milind Dhaimade, very, very nice, and a lovely group of actors, Barun Sopti, Shahana Goswami, Manvi Gagru, Suhas Ahuja, all people I've known for a while and are friends now, Avinash Tiwari. So I felt that I let that roll down a little bit. I felt that I could have sort of worked on it a little differently. I felt that I pitched it a little incorrectly. And if I get a chance to do it again, I really want to fix it, because I felt that, I hadn't done the best I could. It's not bad. And in fact, a lot of people have responded with so much warmth to that part. It's not about, the part was not dissed at all. In fact, a lot of reviews also said very nice things about it. I just felt for my own thing that I could have done it differently and could have done it better. So if given an opportunity, I would love to do it again.
So tell me something. What is the most rewarding part of being an actor?
The most rewarding part is that you get to practice vulnerability, and that's not easy to do, and that's not something that people give enough value to, because the more you practice that, the more sensitive you become as a human being. And I think that it's great that it's part of my job to do that, because I mean, I get an opportunity to live life a little better by being that. And yeah, just to sort of try the ask of the job is to try and be somebody else, and somebody who might not have the same flaws, prejudices, politics, idiosyncrasies that you have. So you have to sort of adopt another set of all of this, and that's great. I mean, and the more you do it as an actor, the more I realize that it's not that difficult. It's not that difficult to sort of stretch yourself to understand another point of view, or another way of being, or another internal wiring. And the more I experience it, the more I feel that, hey, in life, if all of us would sort of be able to practice that, we would live with so much less conflict than we do.
I hope you enjoyed Rasika's interview as much as I enjoyed speaking to her. आप और हम जल्दी ही फिर से रूबरू होंगे. तब तक बेसब्री से हमारा इंतजार कीजिए और इस शो पे लाइक, शेयर, कमेंट करना मत भूलिए. शुक्रिया, मेहरबानी, करम.